Hello everyone, and welcome to another Descent Journeys in the Dark second ed. Right, let's get rid of that because it's all about the strategy and the tactics, and I'm going to be talking about the Rune Master. So what do you really get with the Rune Master straight away? Well, you get the weapon Arcane Bolt, something simple. And your skill is the runic knowledge. So when you have a magic or rune weapon equipped, very important words there, you can suffer stamina to gain +2 more damage. You know, it's something. As long as you've got enough stamina, because you might be needing more than you can think. Still, let's see what you could spend your experience points on. How about ghost armor? So yeah, after you've rolled a defense dice, you can add one more shield to yourself, and it's only one stamina anyway. There's something to keep you alive, and it is after your roll defense, so always nice to have. The exploding rune. This could be fun or devastating. It's one stamina, and you perform an attack with a rune, and the attack gains blast. Very, very fun. Very fun. It's only one stamina just to blast. Definitely one I'd pick. Unless you only have 2 heroes, because let's face it, the more heroes there is available, the Overlord gets to have more monsters, and to have more monsters, you'd want to have blast. But if there isn't, it's like, say you only have 2 heroes, then you could probably just skip that one altogether. The inscribed rune, which any weapon you equip gets the rune trait. And of course, that goes with the runic knowledge, as long as you've got a magic or rune weapon. The thing is that there's already quite a lot of rune and magic weapons available, so I think this one could be easily skipped. Save your XP for something else. Right, how about onto something a little bit more better, Iron Wheel +1 stamina, which is always something that you'd like. And you spend once, and of course when you spend any surges, you can use it to gain stamina back, but with this you get 2 instead. Well, that's always handy, because sometimes there's always some surges rolls that you can't even spend. Surges? Yeah. So what about others? Runic sorcery. It's a 1 stamina, so that's not so bad, You perform an attack with a rune weapon. Yeah, remember, rune weapon. And with the other card that says any weapon that you can pick gets rune. Well, that's what it's talking about. However, as I mentioned, that could be skipped. And if this attack deals at least 1 heart, you get to choose an addition. Yeah, so with something like that, you'd probably want to use it on a blast weapon, because let's face it, if you have a blast weapon, you could well, do conditions on every single model that's affected, as long as it deals 1 damage to them. Best thing is probably immobilized, because you should be using ranged weapons. If you're using ranged weapons, you're just going to be laughing by lots of creatures that are immobilized. And let's face it, that's always fun. So definitely worth getting. Another good condition is poison, and even burning as well, but you require the layer of the worm for that. Anyway, next one is Rune Mastery. Okay, so when you attack with a rune weapon, you may exhaust this card to add a surge to the result. Definitely must get. You have no idea how many surges are going to roll, and even if you do get a surge result that's too many, you can always spend one to get stamina back, as long as you are using a rune weapon. So that's that lot done. Now we're on to the more powerful stuff. Powerful. We have quick casting. Now that's a 2 stamina. Oh, it's better be good. It is, by the way. Spoilers. So you get, after you perform an attack with a rune weapon. Notice I was saying talk about rune weapons. You exhaust that card to make another attack. I mean, how great is that? Really? Yeah. It goes well with the blast rune, the exploding rune. So if you use that first, then you can pick off any stragglers. So you get like 3 attacks just with 3 stamina. And hopefully with those 3 attacks you should get at least some surges to spend to get your stamina back. How's that? And now for Break the Rune. It's 4 stamina. Yeah. Wow. Notice by my voice I don't really like it. So you perform an attack with a rune weapon. Talking about that rune weapon there. It ignores at any range and attacks each monster and hero within 3 spaces of you in your line of sight. So you've got to have like the line of sight thing. The thing is, it could be handy if you're being surrounded. The only way that's going to happen if you've got 4 heroes, and the Overlord is going to be paying more attention to getting lots of goblins out, or kobolds and all that stuff. Well, they can only get kobolds if they have actually got them, because that is part of the conversion kit. I think it's not worth it. Pointless, really. It's 4 stamina just to make it an attack, and guess what? You could roll an X, and you don't want that. That means a miss. Not worth it. So, what about trying to find stuff that's in the shops, eh? Act 1 shop cards. What are you actually looking for to try and get? Well, how about some leather armour? Get an additional health and brown dice. Always nice to protect yourself, right? Even if it is simple. A nice one to have is the Ring of Power. Gives you an extra stamina. Always nice to have a bit more stamina when you're playing mages. A heavy cloak, but only just in case. I say just in case because you might want to play your Rune Master a little bit more different. Maybe you want to go for like an axe or something, that, or bladed weapon. Therefore you use the skill. It's like any weapon you pick up, it has the rune weapon on it, but this is just in case you might get a bit too close to the enemy. It's not all that great, but it's still something to think about. Another one is the Elven Boots, get +1 movement. Everyone likes more movement. Another one is the Mana Weave. It's a rune, but it's not a weapon. And you exhaust that card to get a surge. Everyone likes to get more surges. More surges, the better. How about a weapon called the Magma Blast? Oh, that looks nice. A blue and red. And it's a ranged weapon. You get blast and burn. Very nice, a blasted burn. As long as you get both of the surges. However, remember the skill that gives you the blast thing, which is use an attack and it's blast automatically. That way you can actually use the surge for burn, just in case you don't get anything else. The Scorpion Helm gives you a better range. Always nice to have ranges, right? Another one is the Magic Staff. Yay for Magic Staff. Woo! I dropped a card. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Now, here's something you probably don't think about, but the Elm Great Bow, it's a bow. However, you still get that ability card thing that allows you to put things as rune weapons. So this is alternatives if you think that you just want to go for some weapons that you may think is good, but they're not rune or magic weapons. So it's something still to think about. Some of them do some very good damage wise. Some rune plate. There you go, that's silver. And well, if your knowledge is 2 more health, how's that? Yeah, if you've got a rune equipped, of course, it's a black dice. And why wouldn't you want a rune equipped, right? You'd be mad not to. Immolation. And another one, the teleportation rune. Yeah. Move 2 spaces anywhere. It's like, come on. It's another magic rune. And it's another bow. Bow of Bone. Look at that. 2 surges for +3 damage. And another one just in case. Yes. And like if you have not moved, you get an additional green dice as well. So in other words, if you use that skill thing to put in your runic, or any weapon to put as a rune, then there you have it. I did say there are other weapons that are nice to have, but that's the thing, you don't actually have to have them. There you go, you got your lucky charm. Reroll attribute test, just in case. You know what the Overlord's like. Always sinister. There's another magic rune to add stun. How's that? That's nice. Or what about in Act 2? Act 2 we have the inscribed robes. Yay. No, it is actually really, really good. Look out for that. Pick it up when necessary. And here's another bow. Bow of the Sky. Yeah. Double surges +3 damage. Another one with stun. Of course it's just a bow, so you might want to spend any experience point just to put some things that you could actually put a rune on it. or naughts. There you go, there's the immobilized. Immobilized for blast. It's always nice to have that blast ability. Always pick it. You'll have fun with it. Here's another magic rune. Notice that there's a lot of magic rune weapons. Like I was saying, it's like that one isn't all that great when you're picking. It's like, I'm gonna have a sword and it's got rune on it. Yeah, it's not all that necessary. But like I said, I was just showing you some alternatives. But that was really nice. I quite like that. Yeah, again, alternative. Latari longbow. Nice. And a magic staff. Yes, it hasn't got a rune on it, so yet again you'll have to put in the well, you don't actually have to because it's got magic in it. And bow of the eclipse. Yeah, +1 range, +3 heart, and another one with 1. Here's another magic rune, the Rune of Misery. Check that out. Double surges for +4 heart. And there's a curse available. And there's a +1 range and heart. So if you want to do a lot of damage, there you have it. One that you really would like to get, especially with curses. Curses are fun. Staff of the Wild. You've got the curse, disease, poison, and or stun. Look at that. Of course, the green is the lesser of all of them. But that is the more important part, though, to get health and stamina back. Okay. The Black Iron Helm. More health and defense. The Ironbound Ring, health, defense. And last but not least, the Demon Hide Leather, which if you perform 2 move actions you suffer stamina. However, I highly doubt you're going to be doing 2 move actions. Just give you a grey dice. Well, there you have it. That's all I can think of right now for what you should probably try and get for the Rune Master. Yeah, it's not a bad class at all, is it? If you think about it. However, there are still more classes to pick. Until next time.